Welcome back to Gamer Sanctuary, Fresh Coast Gaming fans. It's the Sunday of Adepticon. Some of us weren't able to go this year, so we decided to get together at the store to play some 40k. It is also spring break, so I'm going to get in as many games as I can this week while I'm working on my case study for my grad class. But today, Jeff and I were available, so we're going to get together and have a pretty massive throwdown. And this kind of be the theme for this week, big games. So I'm going to try out something new. We got some new rules that came in a little while ago for one of our armies, and we're going to give it a shot. So last month, the Ghazghkull Codex got a significant bump with the digital release. So we're going to try it out. This is the first time we've ever used this formation, the Orc Decurion style, if you want to call it that. So we're going to start with the WAAAAAGH band. It has a war boss. He's on a bike with a power claw and cyborg body, super cyborg body, excuse me. So he's got Eternal Warrior and Feel No Pain 5+. Relentless too, but he's on a bike, he doesn't care. 6 squads of boys. We have 2 with shooters and power claws, and 4 with sluggers and choppers and power claws. Big shooters in all the squads except that one has a rocket. Nearly everything on this army is WYSIWYG, so it's going to be easy for us to keep track of. 10 Gretchen with a runt herd, and that rounds out the base of the detachment. There's also a squad of Mega Knobs back here with combi scorches, power claws, in a truck with wrecking ball, boarding planks, and grot riggers. That is the WAAAAAGH band formation. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a mech in there as well. He's going to be riding on the Kill Crusher, which has 5 big shooters, 2 grot bombs. 10 looters are going to be hitching a ride on that as well, for it to be like a mobile pillbox for them. There's a big mech with a super custom force field. Both the mech and the big mech have custom mega blasters as well. And they're just basically going to give that thing, I'm sorry, he's got a regular custom force field. Going to give it a 5-up invul and try to fix it every turn to repair hull points. Keep that thing running as long as possible. For our command choice, we have Ghazghkull and the Council of WAAAAAGH. We've got 2 war bosses with power claws. That's it. Badruck is one of my proxies because we only have one war boss model. So Badruck is going to be a war boss today. He gets a little upgrade. Grotsnik is the pain boy. Gives everyone rampage and fearless. We got multiple ways of getting fearless in this army. It's going to be crazy. There is a big mech with a super custom force field right there and a power claw. And 3 regular knobs, no upgrades on them except for our boy armor, heavy armor, so they get a 4-up save. They're riding in a battle wagon with 4 big shooters and a kill cannon, and boarding planks and a reinforced ram. So that's kind of my big Death Star unit. It's expensive, but it's going to be devastating when it gets close. For extras, I got 1 unit of specialists. Although actually the looters are one of the specialists extras, and the big mech right there in the squad also is one of the extras. So the big mech is one of my odd boys for the detachment. The mech belongs to the detachment. I got a squad of what do they call it? Flash Gits right there in a truck as well, just because they're fun. And then for the last part of my extra stuff for the detachment, I got a Speed Freaks section with 15 bikers, 1 knob with a power claw, and that's it. So the idea here is I get first turn. Ghazghkull calls his WAAAAAGH has a 2-up invul in the whole game, and my entire army is fearless. That's what we're hoping for. If Jeff goes first, we might be in a little bit of trouble, but I think I can recover easily enough. So we got lots and lots of boys. We haven't even decided what mission we're going to play, what type, but we'll roll that up. We'll talk about it as soon as Jeff gets his stuff on the table, and we are good to go. All right, so here we have Jeff's Astral Knights. Chapter Master is going to be the Warlord. He's got a command squad with all grav guns, right? Grav guns. No grav guns. Nope. Yeah, because he realized he was playing Orks, and grav guns are kind of useless. There's a bike squad with some combi meltas or melta guns. Both, actually. 2 melty guns. And a sergeant have a combi? Yep. Same thing over here with grav. 2 grav and a combi grav. And another squad back there with 2 flamers and combi flamer? Nope. No. Okay, just 2 flamers. That is the combined arms detachment. There is also a battle demi company with the chaplain as the HQ for that. 5-man tac squad with a missile launcher. 5-man tac squad with a missile launcher. 10-man tac squad and a rhino with looks like just a flamer, no heavy weapon. 2 attack bikes with multi-meltas. There's a Devastator squad as well. 4 las cannons there. Let's finish off those 2 formations first. 2 Thunderfire cannons, both separate choices. A squad of Stern Guard. There are 10 of them there with 8 combi meltas. Coming in out of a drop pod. 2 Storm Talon gunships with missiles. The Castigator in back is the separate Lord of War choice, of course. And the Sakaran right here in the dead center. For some ignore cover AP4 against my bikes. That thing sucks against bikes. And then I have to face what's the 10th Company Battle Force, 10th Company Strike Force, I think. Bunch of snipers. There's a missile launcher in there as well. So that is Jeff's 3,000 points of Space Marines. We're going to roll up a mission. We decided we're going to do Maelstrom. Roll up a mission, get the table set up, and then... All right, so we have a shot of our table on a wonderful Frontline Gaming Fat Mat. These are still one of the coolest things in the hobby. We've got some ruins on either edge of the table and some trees in the middle with a little manufactorum here. We are going to play a Maelstrom mission. We actually haven't rolled the mission up yet, now that I think of it. We got to do that off camera. But we have objectives scattered here in the trees, right here in the open. One in the ruins back there, one in the ruins back here, and one in the ruins right here. So I put all my 3 down on the ground. Jeff put all his up in the ruins. We're gonna roll a mission, roll our deployment, and come back after all that's done. All right, so here we are after deployment. The mission is Cloak and Shadow, so we're gonna draw 3 objectives every turn that are secret. Hammer and Anvil deployment style. So I have all my orcs here, all my stuff that's super close combat oriented, the bikers, Mega Knobs, Mega Knobs right here, the Council of WAAAAAGH right here. They're up in front to try to get as close as possible, and all the boys are bubble wrapping in the backside just to make sure that there are no nasty melta guns deep striking behind me. I do have first turn, yay. So let's see if I can get the 2 up invuln fearless army-wide the entire game rolling. Jeff has his guys set up over here. He's got a line of bikers next to his knight on both sides. The Sakaran is back there. More bikers in the rear. Thunderfire cannon in that ruins. Another one back there with lots of line of sight to my guys. Scouts and tactical marines up there. Devastators. Where's the Devastators? Oh, they're in the 2nd floor. Yep, the 2nd story next to the Thunderfire cannon. Bikers out front. We do have night fighting. Jeff is using White Scars tactics, so he's going to have that stupid 2-up Jinx save. I might have to use my ignores cover canister on my Kill Crusher. But I have the first turn unless Jeff can see, so you want to go ahead and fail to do it on camera? Please? Please fail.
There's a 6 right here.
All right, there's a 3. So I'll have the first turn. We'll come back after the top of turn 1. Top of turn 1, it was effective. It wasn't really all that great, but hey, it's orc shooting, and really all I needed to do was get closer. So my battle wagon trundled forward and shot, and didn't do a whole lot with the shots. Couldn't actually see anything with the kill cannon, but everything on it shot at the attack bikes over here. So did the flash gets. They jinked everything away. 2+ jink in the first turn. Links and night fighting is great with White Scars. I killed 1 Devastator with the boom shell from the kill cannon, and took a wound off the Thunderfire cannon. I then targeted the Thunderfire with the Ludas and didn't kill it. Made a bunch of saves. We made all the saves. I lost 3 bikers to dangerous terrain, which is terrible, but they turbo boosted and grabbed objective 1, which was one of my cards. These guys ran forward objective 3 for another one. Those guys ran forward towards the woods. I kept my bubble wrap in place behind, and that was about it. The grot bombs actually were pretty effective. I killed one of the bikers from the command squad, did a wound on the commander, on the chapter master, and stunned the Sakaran. So the Sakaran was only going to snap fire this turn, which is really good because it does not have machine spirit. So the bikers over there, the command squad is jinking with their grav guns, and the multi-meltas here are also jinking. So it's a lot of snap fires Jeff's going to have to make. Otherwise, that's it. I scored objective 3 and objective 1. We're going to move on to bottom of turn 1. Jeff's going to draw his cards and see if he can't keep up with me in points. Oh, I did hold on to my other card, which I will not tell you what it is because Jeff's listening. Bottom of turn 1 started out pretty slow for Jeff. He only dropped the drop pod in over here and split his string guard into 2 combat squads. Only took 2 hull points off the Kill Crusher and then blew up the battle wagon with the 1 shot that got through the save. The rest of the boys took some wounds from Thunderfire cannons. I lost 2 of the knobs. The Wabanner has 1 wound left, and Grotsnik has 1, but everybody else is okay. That squad of boys took a beating, but they're fearless. They don't care. The truck actually got wrecked by bolter fire. Bolters, it was stupid. The command squad shot it out, wrecked it with bolters. I thought I'd be clever in disembarking my Mega Knobs right back here, but I couldn't quite get him behind this line to get him more than 12 inches away because he moved 12 inches straight forward. He needed a 12-inch charge and then promptly rolls boxcars and annihilates the unit. I did kill 1 of the bikers with my Mega Knobs, and that was it. The Castigator shot at my boys, and I didn't lose anybody thanks to the a 2-up jink, night fighting and the smoke cloud rule. But he beat the heck out of me with stomps. Got 3 stomps, strength 6, needing 3s to wound at AP 4. Just started crushing bikers. I did do 4 hull points of damage to him. So he's down to 2 hull points. He only killed me once. He got 1 wound with the sword, and then another with the deflagrate. So he only killed 2 with the attacks, but that stomp was just brutal. So I'm not feeling great about that. But it is what it is. We're going to move into turn 2 right now. No more night fighting. And this game is, we're starting to speed up, I think. Oh, by the way, objective-wise, Jeff got first blood for blowing up the battle wagon. He killed he lightning strike for killing a unit in my deployment zone, which that was my fault for putting him back there. What else? He secured objective 2 right up here, and secure objective 3. Those bikers turbo boosted just to guarantee that that objective back there. My turn coming up. All right, top of turn 2 was really not that not good for me at all. The flash gets managed to kill one of the attack bikes because they rolled an AP1, and Jeff chose not to jink it. Because it was my turn, he has to choose. I tell him which order they go in because they both happen once I declare the shot. He has to declare his jink first, then I roll the AP. He was going to rely on cover and hope I didn't roll low, and I did. Killed one of them there though, and put another wound on that one with big shooters from the truck, I believe. Gazgul and his buddies came at and charged the bike squad here, finished them off with ease. The boys back here killed this Stern Guard squad. That guy broke in the shooting phase, and he's running that way, so he's going to regroup, and I was too far away to get to charge him with them. Everybody else kind of shimmied this way and shot at the bikers over there. I managed to kill one more, and then charged him with the one boy squad. I have 3 boys left, and Jeff failed his hit and run roll, so he's stuck in there just like I needed him. That seemed to be playing well for me, but over here it was just miserable. The Deflagrate sword attacks is killer on my bikes. He hit me, he had 5 automatic hits, which turned into 5 more automatic hits from Deflagrate at strength 10 AP2, and the bikers are gone. I only made 1 feel no pain roll on my war boss. If he had lived, I probably could have dropped those last 2 hull points off him, but he didn't, so we move on. Fortunately for me though, I had that objective for 2 turns in a row with that boy squad. That's why they didn't charge the bikers. So that gave me 2 points for holding objective 5, for securing it. I grabbed objective 3 and objective 5 for my adaptive strategy card, and then rolled a 6, so I got an extra D3 points there, so 3 more there. So that's 1, 2. I got 5 points that turn just off 2 cards, and I still have 1 more card in my hand. So I'm up 7 to 4, but Jeff is really he's pushing me hard right now. I've got my Death Star still in the middle of the table there, but there's not a lot that they're going to be able to do. Having Fearless in my whole army is nice, but I got to keep playing the catch-up game with these cards. So we're going to move into the bottom of 2. Jeff has a lot coming in from reserve, possibly, and it's really not making me feel good. Bottom of turn 2, Jeff got most of his reserves in. The bikes, the Flamer bikes actually come over here and turbo boosted. So did the Rhino. It went flat out and just got right here to get closer. The last cannons from the Dev Squad shot at and failed to do anything to the Kill Crusher. It made its invulnerable save that it had to make, so that was good. The Storm Talon blew up the truck that had the flash kits, and then Jeff dropped both the Thunderfire cannons. One scattered way off, and he only managed to do a single wound with it, and the other one scattered off, but then flipped back on and did a whole bunch of wounds, and even with 2 wounds, they died. So they were, when they had to pile out, they were too close together. I clumped them together too much to try to get him closer to here, and I forgot he hadn't shot his Thunderfires yet. My bad. The Sikaran and a lot of other things tried to take out Gazgul and his boys. Dropped Gazgul down to 2 wounds through a whole bunch of shooting fire, including the Castigator, but you notice there's no Knight right there. That's because he charged in, only managed to get in base contact with 2 guys, so Jeff took his 5 swings, which hit 3 times, and I tanked all the 2+ invulns on Gazgul. Look out, sir, from Grotsnik to Gazgul was nuts. Gazzy just kept making 2 up invuln saves. He failed 1, but his Eternal Warrior kept him alive, so now Gaz has 2 wounds. There's 1 wound left on Grotsnik still. There's a war boss with 2 wounds left. The last of the knobs with the WAAAAAGH banner died in the explosion of the Knight, which would have killed the Big Mac, but he look out surd the D weapon hit to the knob, and he died from a D weapon, which the Knight fell on him. That was pretty funny. And then over here, these guys managed to finish off the last of those boys, but only got a 1-inch consolidation. So we're going to move into turn 3. Jeff scored 0 points on this turn off his cards, which is really bad. That gives me a chance to pad my lead, and with that kind of unkillable unit running around, I got a chance, guys. I really got a chance. Turn 3 coming up. I didn't forget that my knob was still in base contact with the drop pod, so he got his 3 swings with the power claw, and 2 pens later, the drop pod exploded. So I lost a wound on the knob and killed 3 boys in the explosion, but that's what Orks do. Now we're going to move into turn 3. top of turn 3, I'm making it really hard for Jeff to keep up in points because I had a big turn. Kill Crusher moved forward. I don't think I killed anything with it, did I? No, he didn't do anything. It's Boom Shell. Actually, the loader gubbins loaded the Boom Shell accidentally and it scattered off the table. I was aiming for the Sicaran and the Rhino, trying to get easy kill points on that Rhino with an 8 strength 8 ordnance shot. That failed. The Ludas inside, though, got 30 shots on the Storm Talon. I forgot, I gotta roll my two, my big mech rolls for them too. See if I get some hull points back. So the Storm Talon got shot out of the sky. I had 3 pens and 3 glances. Jeff chose not to jink and hoping I would not get some 6s, and I got a lot. So Storm Talon was gone. The boys down here finished off that Stern Guard. So that gave me 1 kill, 2 kill, and then Gazzy and his buddies finished off that 3-man bike squad for 3 points, which gave me Let It Bleed. So I got 1 victory point from Let It Bleed. And these boys hanging out over here, the Choppa boys, held on to objective 5 for a second set of turns, giving me another 2 victory points for controlling objective 5, or excuse me, defending objective 5. They've gotten me 4 points this game. They're really doing their job. The Slugga boys, or the Shooter boys over here, shot at and tried to charge over here on the Chaplain and the Chapter Master. Did a wound with the shooting, and then I rolled pretty high on my charge range and re-rolled with Here We Go, and I had a 10-inch charge, which gave me 8 inches. Jeff overwatched and killed my dude in the lead, which would have put me there, but 8 inches took me to right about there. So I was just out of range of getting them in the combat too and tying up the command squad for another turn, which would have been really fun. But that's it. So we're gonna go into bottom of turn 3. Let me roll my 2 mech rolls, and none. I got nothing back. So that's it. Current score is 10-4 for the Orks. Bottom of 3 coming up. Jeff has 1 more thing in reserves, I believe. 2. Oh, that's right. He's got an outflanking scout squad and another Storm Talon. Bottom of turn 3. Jeff got a couple points back. His Marines jumped out here and, along with the Thunderfire cannons, managed to kill Grotznik, so no more feel, no pain for the squad. And one of the war bosses is dead. So that helped quite a bit over here. This one's got 1 wound left also. This boy squad got killed by the Chapter Master and his buddies in the combat. The Chapter Master actually managed to squish the knob with his Hammer of Wrath in a challenge, which was one of his objectives, so we got a point there. He killed more than 3 of my units in shooting attacks, so he also got D3 points there, and he got a 2, so he managed to get 3 points this turn, which is handy. The Storm Talon killed all but 1 of the boys right there, so that boy is all by himself, so fearless, and everybody else combined in the building right there, the snipers and whatnot, combined to kill that 1, or the 2 boys that were left in the woods. The scouts outflanked and shot at and killed 2 of the Gretchen, but they did not have to make a leadership check. And I only lost a single hull point on the Kill Crusher, so it's down to 1 hull point, and it's still trucking along. Let's see if we can do something really stupid and shenanigan coming up. Anyway, 10-7 is the score. Top of turn 4 coming up. That turn was so completely orky. It was perfect. It was a perfect orc turn. You notice the Kill Crush is gone in my turn. That's because I got smart. I knew it only had 1 hull point left. So the loader gub, or the Ludas shot at the Storm Talon and missed, but it is jinking. I didn't do any damage. Actually, I glanced it once. Did you jink it? I can't remember. You did. You successfully jinked it, but hey, so he's got a snapfire, which is all right. But then I went to blow up. I went to shoot the big cannon. I was going to use the Hellstorm template to go for some ignore cover, strength 2, rending, shredding fun. And the Grotz put the shell in backward, and it blew up. And it was the last hull point, and the tank blew up. And of course, Scatter landed right on itself. D hit on most of my my Ludas, but Jeff didn't roll a single 6, so I still got to take my 5-up invuln from the Big Mech, and he only took a single wound himself, so there are a bunch of Ludas still left, which is okay. But because everything in there had already shot, I didn't have a whole lot of boys left after the explosion killed 8 of them and a couple of them. So the Chaplain took a lot of boy fire and survived. I killed the Chapter Master and the medic with the explosion too, so that was nice. But the Chaplain prevented me from grabbing objective 5, which I needed. I really needed to get that. So that was a big blow for me. I did get 1 point for Warlord though. Gazgul and his buddies continue rampaging back there. Gazgul took out the Sicaran by himself. 3 6s on penetrating rolls and blew it up 3 times. The rest of the guys only killed 3 guys from the attack squad, and the other 2 are running away, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to stay in that fight because now they're open targets again. But still lots of 2-up lookout sirs and whatnot. Yeah, 2-up invul. It's crazy good. And that's about it. So I only got my single point. Oh yeah, the scouts here. I forgot the lookout sir on the runt herd, and they kicked all the Gretchen in the face. That was mean. That was really not nice. Yeah, Oscar's crying again. We don't like it when you kick puppies, Jeff. That's not fun. So that's it. That was the top of 4. We're going to go into the bottom of 4 now. Jeff is not as far behind as he used to be. It's only 11-7. So we're going to move into bottom of 4. So I'm going to start over here where I have absolutely nothing left on the table, thanks to a whole lot of shooting from everybody here. These bikers didn't even have to do anything. They just turbo boost to kind of spread out a little bit. But Jeff completely wiped me off the table with all my boys here. Just a lot of Thunderfire shots and sniper rounds, but I still got Gazzy and his 2 buddies hanging out back here in the backfield to see if they can create some more chaos in turn 5. I need to draw some good cards though because he's catching up to me in points. It's 11-8 right now. So the entirety of my turn consisted of me charging uphill, killing the Tech Marine with Gazgul and 4 of the 5 scouts. Unfortunately, I couldn't wipe them all out with the rest of the guys. And that scout lost the morale check and he's running away. So I am still out of combat, but these stupid tactical Marines have objective secured and they're 3 inches away from the objective, so they are considered still holding it. I gotta kill them next turn too. It's just one thing after another with these stupid Space Marines. All right, we're gonna move into bottom of 5 and see if Jeff can catch up. He's only got 3 more points to go before we're tied. So as in the top of the turn, bottom of the turn kind of just circled all around here. Jeff got smart and moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units with objectives secured, all within 3 inches of that objective to keep me from getting it unless we get into turn 6 and 7 somehow, and I get super lucky. He did manage to take another wound off Gazgul, so I have 3 wounds left. That's it. Gaz has got 1, Big Mike's got 1, and the Knob's got, or the War Boss has 1 too. That's kind of concerning me. Jeff managed to grab 2 more objectives over here. Which ones did you say?
4 right there.
4? Yep, the scouts grabbed 4 right there, and he has 6 sitting underneath this Thunderfire cannon still. So right now, as it stands, it's 10-11. I have the lead. We both have line breaker though, so it's going to be 12-11. If the game ends right now on a 1 or 2, Jeff, go ahead and roll that 1 or 2 that you're famous for. Oh, the game ends and I win! Oh, excellent. That was one of the most ridiculously orky games we've ever played. Blowing my own stuff up really hurt. I think that was what made it really close in the end. But, the 2-up invulnerable save is so nasty. The 2-up invulnerable and fearless for the whole army is just ridiculously good. I'm sweating now. Thanks for watching, guys. The next bat up there, just to be sure, because whenever Jeff needs a 1 or 2, that's what he gets. Anyway, thanks for watching. The next bat rep's gonna have me versus Matt. We're gonna do some serious, again, large game stuff, but I'm using a completely different army and a bunch of brand new toys. So tune in next week for the next bat rep. Thanks a lot.